You know, I work in this organization that is in development cooperation, and we're thinking about switching our software system. And I am curious about WINPACCS. Can you tell me some? Can you show me some of WINPACCS?
Of course, yes. Therefore,
Awesome.
I'm here. So then let's start with WINPACCS Cloud. WINPACCS Cloud is displayed here. And WINPACCS Cloud is based on a browser. You need a browser to have access to WINPACCS Cloud. And when you have to need a login, you have to have a user account. And I just logged in as with my user account. And this user account is valid for all systems, not only for WINPACCS Cloud. You can also use it for WINPACCS Accounting and Cashbook if you have the rights and the access for these applications.
Sounds interesting.
The first page you see after I logged in is the dashboard. And from this dashboard, you are able to get to every function you need within the WINPACCS Cloud. On the top of the dashboard, you see all the functional areas you are allowed to. If you have access, for example, to the projects, you will see an icon for the projects and all the other functions. And on the down below, you see the most recently used projects. And these are the projects you have been working with the last days, for example. And just with one click, you could open one of these projects. And on the right side, you see the open tasks, tasks that you have to work with, for example, to check a new month-end closing and to release a new month-end closing.
Okay, it looks really structured. So I understood it correctly that when I'm not supposed to see, for example, the inventory, I as a user wouldn't see that.
Yes.
When I'm not supposed to use that.
True.
That's
You
really
only
good,
see
actually.
that what you have access to.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So in my organization, we have a lot of different projects, and it's hard to kind of keep track of the projects. And this is basically the list on the left side where I can see all the projects.
No, on the left side below you see the most recently used projects. These are the projects you have been working with the last days or weeks.
Yes, where do I see?
But you see here there's a functional area, a functional group called projects. And if I click on this button, projects, the list of all projects of your company is shown, but only the projects you have access to. Yeah, this I'm going to explain later if we have time. Yeah.
All right, okay. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really handy because we do have a lot of projects and it's hard to kind of keep track of all the different projects to really have a good list, and that's good. Can I kind of sort or filter this list?
Yeah,
maybe?
That's possible. By default, this list is sorted by the project number. You see this little arrow here. It's sorted by the project number, but if you are used to work with the project names, for example, I just click on the column header of this column, and now the list is sorted by projects.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or if you want to select, for example, you not want to see all of these projects, you only want to see the projects of Nepal. You have here a little icon. If you click on this, you can select, for example, Nepal. Where is it? Here it is. Click on Nepal, choose the filter, and you only see the projects with the project country Nepal.
Cool.
And there are some more functionality. You can group by columns, and you are also able, for example, to create your own standard view that you are using. There are a lot of possibilities.
Good.
And these possibilities to filter, to sort, to group are available for nearly almost all WINPACCS charts within the WINPACCS Cloud.
So with every chart or table, we have these functions. That's really good. And can we maybe jump into one project?
Yes, I knew that you are here and you wanted to see one project.
That's good. So you're prepared.
I prepared one project in Nepal for you. This is this project with the number 24001. By double click, I'm going to open it. And you see in this list, or here you see a lot of functional groups within a project. There's a lot of data, or there are a lot of functions which are related to a project. And when I'm going to explain this to you, I just concentrate, or I just show you the main important function groups, because we don't have so much time.
That's fine. You already told me before that you just have a 3/4 hour, so that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks actually really good. Can we, like, you are at the master data right now? Can we see that?
Yes, I'm going to open the project master data. And the project master data includes the main information of the project, like the project number, the project name. This is in English, but you have the possibility also to choose to enter a name in French, Spanish, and I forgot one. English, German. German, yes. And also you see the project status, and some important fields are project start and project end.
Yeah, that's good. So our program department, we have a lot of different requirements that we would need to implement in, like, the master data. Is there an opportunity to, for example, integrate some specific fields?
Yeah, I think, Johannes, you are not really concentrated this morning. Yesterday evening, perhaps, during the get-together, you had too much wine or whiskey. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. You see.
So that was this morning already.
Yes.
Okay.
Janosch and Andre explained this to us.
I see
we have the custom fields.
Yes.
And they are really important. You see, the COVID project is already here that they created this morning.
That's cool.
And yesterday I had some other questions from a company, and they asked if there are custom fields, for example, for the partners, for the partner management, and also the custom fields are nearly available by all entities within WINPACCS Cloud.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I see that you can add documents. What does that mean? I can add any document I need there?
Yes. On the right side of this window, you see you have the possibility to see and to open documents which are already related to this project master data, and you can open them, but you also have the possibility in the top to add more documents, like a contract or a yearly report of this project. So
that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Documents are integrated in many areas of WINPACCS, also within
good to know.
The projects. Yeah.
Where do we go now?
Okay. The next topic is you see at the top there is a navigation bar. Our developer call it breadcrumb. I don't know why. And you can switch back, for example, to the project. It's like a link here. Okay. And we see that we have journals within the project. That's really important to know. And I prepared some journals for you. And you see journal number 1 and 2 are journals for the journal class project accounting. It's a US dollar journal, and NPR a journal for the Nepalese and Rubian, I think. And with these journals, you are able to work in WINPACCS accounting. You are able to enter vouchers for these journals. But we have some more journals. For example, the last one, if you want to connect your system or WINPACCS system to your company accounting, you have the possibility to import and data from the company accounting vouchers which are related for this project, and you have a journal for the company accounting, and all the vouchers from the company accounting are integrated here. And there are some more journals which are available the
So
partner journal, for example.
did I get it right? Each journal has its own currency?
Yes.
Okay, and that's how you separate the currencies in WINPACCS,
Yeah.
because that is a huge deal in our organization
Yes.
to handle all the currencies.
Yes, I opened the second channel with the number 002, and channels separate currencies.
Cool.
Channels separate data sources like company accounting, project accounting, and yeah, that's it. Genau.
Mhm. So we have projects, we have many projects, and we also have many donors. We don't have just one. And they all have different requirements. Is it possible to set up a project according to the special requirements of this one donor, for example?
Yeah, that's
Can we
possible.
see that?
Yes, I'm going to show it, sure. We have another functional group. It's called fundings. You see it directly beside the project master data. And if I'm opening this functional group, again, I have three different functional groups. One is the project funding, that's important for the project. And one is a list of donors, which are added before during the donor management. And I'm able, for example, I'm going to open the project funding. And within there, I'm able to create the fundings which I need for my project. If I have a donor, for example, like here, the European Commission,
Yeah.
I add a funding with the European Commission, and some of you, I think, usually you have also own funds. And I think it would be good to open the first one, no? Should we do it?
Sure.
Yeah?
Let's do that.
Okay, let's do
European Commission.
that. The European Commission, we have an external contract number, internal contract number, grand total, and all main informations. At the bottom, we have also, again, custom fields. They are not separated within a group.
Cool.
But yeah, we also have this. We have assigned persons of your for this funding, and again on the right side we have again the documents. You are able also to add, for example, the contracts or the budget structures and things like this.
That's really handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another important point, it's not in our script, but
It's okay.
if you are working together with some organizations, you need a reporting currency scheme. When you are working in accounting, for example, you have the euro as a currency and like US dollar, but sometimes your donor requires or offers you to create reports with a special reporting currency scheme, and we are able to set up nearly every reporting currency scheme you need. Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
And that is what is behind this reporting currency scheme.
Yeah, that is also a big challenge for us.
Yeah. And for all organizations. Yeah.
Cool.
Let me just return to the funding.
Mm-hmm.
I think I forgot to show you one thing. Yeah. Within the fundings, you also have the possibility to add and project or budget structures with budget lines. What's that? Usually you have a contract with your donor, and he gives you a budget and he says, this is the structure, I'm going to pay this amount for this budget line and this amount for the other budget line, and therefore you are able, for example here, I added a budget structure from Europe 8. You are able to create this budget structure within WINPACCS Cloud, and this is forwarded also to WINPACCS Accounting. When you book vouchers, you are able to choose this budget structure, and here you see the budget lines. They are usually coming from your donors, but you're also able to create your own budget structures.
We have a
like
little
regions.
different structure, but so if I can change it up a little, I think that would fit our needs. Sounds
that you
good.
have to do at the beginning of
Yeah.
a project.
Okay.
It's very important to do it
Got it.
when you create the project.
All right. I think I now got a broad overview of what we can do in the cloud. But like one really important thing for me is missing right now. Where do we actually enter the postings? Where
Yeah.
do our accountants work? What do our accountants work with? Is that also the cloud, or do we?
No, the cloud is, at this point, what we have seen before is to prepare all the data.
Okay.
The projects, the channels, which I didn't show to you, are the project chart of accounts, for example, and so on. You have to prepare your data, you have to release your data, and we have an automatic data exchange, and the data is automatically transferred to WINPACCS Accounting. WINPACCS Accounting is the software for the project accountants.
And that's an offline
That's
application?
that's an application which is installed at a PC in the office, or for example in the field somewhere on a location.
Okay.
I already opened it. You see it here, and I logged in with the same account I used for the WINPACCS Cloud.
Got it.
But I'm only able to do this because I have the rights as a project accountant, and I'm assigned to this project. That's really impossible.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can't see other projects or channels if you are not assigned to them. You only
Yes.
see what you are assigned to.
Good.
That's
So I'm not
important,
supposed to enter postings in this project. I would not see this project.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
good. That's really good. All right. Can we maybe see how someone
Yeah.
who's an accountant, how would this person enter a posting?
Yeah. At the top of this window, you see a project list and a journal list, for example. I could choose the project which I prepared for you, at the project in Nepal, and we had two different journals. One was US dollar, and the second one with NPR.
Okay.
I choose this one, and now I switch to this menu item postings. I already entered some postings before, and if you want to create or you want to enter new postings,
Yes.
please click on the button New, and there you see the window to post vouchers. And I'm so glad that Günther is here today. Yes, we saw him this morning. Günther, this I think this was your work in the past. You did to create this window, this input mask for this input window for WINPACCS Accounting. And the difference to the company accounting, for example, is that it's very easy to use and to handle. You just have to select, before you enter a voucher, the transaction category, and this also comes from you. I suppose there are some more. Now we have added. You had 9. We now have 12 in our case, and you have to know. Your accountant has to know what he wants to do. I'm going to enter a supply of funds, or I want to enter costs or income or payables, things like this. And you just have to select your transaction category.
Okay.
Let me show it to you. This is the supply of funds, where you the sub-accounts, the supply of funds account is chosen automatically. And if I choose, for example, the cost transaction category costs, you will see that the fields change, and
That
you
is
only
really good.
and you select the transaction category, and then you get the fields you really need to work, and all the fields you don't need for your work, they will disappear or will be disabled, for example. So transaction 5, it's not there anymore. It is this was for inventory postings, and this is included in the transaction category number 4. We have special accounts for inventory, and you're able to use transaction category number 4 instead of number 5. So
Good observation.
there's a gap. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
That is actually really good because our challenge is that our staff in the projects is not always properly trained as an accountant, and
Yeah.
this helps us a lot actually because I assume that mistakes are prevented by this way, right?
Yeah. It's easier to use, but I think also your project staff should have a training before they are working with WINPACCS accounting.
Sounds like a good idea, yeah.
Just to know the transaction categories, that's the important thing. What I have to choose, I have a voucher, and what should I choose? Which transaction category should I choose to enter it the right way? Should we enter one voucher?
If we have time for that,
I
but
try.
let's do that.
Kim will stop us when we are running out of
All
time.
right.
Okay, you will. Okay. So this is just a cost posting. The voucher date today.
Okay.
Today's the 6th of 24. Posting text. For example, I just choose a digital voucher. Yeah, we've seen this before. You also have the possibilities here to add a digital voucher, and I prepared one.
Good.
I think this is it. It's an invoice from IT supplies. It's a printer, for example. So I just enter here office and IT supplies. I make it short.
That's okay.
It's a printer. No.
Printer.
Printer.
Printer. Good.
The amount I couldn't see. It's a big amount. 395,000.
Yes. It's Nepalese rupian.
Excuse me, 395.
It's really good,
And
really practical that you can read from the PDF sheet.
And you see, in this case, the amount in the company currency is automatically calculated by the system. This is the moving average rate procedure, which is behind our system. If you enter a supplier funds, you also enter the amount. You enter the amount in voucher currency and also the amount in company currency. We have a special white paper for this to understand how it works.
Okay, I was just going to say, I have never heard of the moving average rate
procedure.
Yeah,
it's a very difficult word.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So I might read that white paper later.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, just let me finish. You could have to enter a cost category. There's a list of it, and you also are able to search by the name, for example. Computer laptops, you see, it's very easy to find it when you start working with your chart of accounts and you're not common with it. It's easy to find. I just select this one. It's paid. Yeah, you see, Günther, this is an asset, an inventory posting. I have to select, in this case, I'm creating a new asset, and it's paid from the bank. And again, here you see the funding we have seen before.
So
own funds, Europe 8
Commission,
Europe 8 funds, and then you are able, for example, to select the budget line.
Okay, that's the thingy with the budget structure that we saw.
It's available here. Okay. It's an obligatory field, and there are some more fields we could enter, but therefore we don't have the time.
And this is something I can adapt to each project I have, the budget.
Yes, the budget lines and so on. And I'm going to post it. And we have a warning. That's just a message that a new asset is created during this posting. Yes, I want to do it. The posting was carried out successfully, and that's all. And then I can go further with the next posting. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So we did one posting. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to close this. Yeah, and you see this posting now. It's part of this posting overview.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I feel like I got a really good overview now of your the accounting system and the cloud. Do you have something for like for pre-entering data?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Excel?
No, not Excel. But this is the question for Andre, not for me.
Okay.
Yes, accounting is very easy to use.
Uh-huh.
I told you, you've seen it, and you should have a training, but it's easy to use.
Good.
And we have another product, it's WINPACCS Cashbook. It's for pre-entering vouchers, which are then transferred to WINPACCS Accounting, and you just have to choose, you don't have to choose a transaction category, you just have to choose, is it an expense or is it an income? And then you're able to add nearly all the fields we have seen before, but you're not, if you're not common with, for example, the accounts and the sub-accounts, you're able just to leave it empty. And then it's transferred to WINPACCS Accounting, and the accountant has the possibility to check the pre-entered vouchers, to modify, for example, the accounts and things like this, and then post it in WINPACCS Accounting. I'm sorry we don't have the time.
Not a problem, but I think I got a feel how that could work. Yeah.
But just let me interrupt you. My colleagues and we are happy to answer your questions during the breaks, for example. And if you go outside, on the right side, we have a WINPACCS information desk. And there are people there, some of our developers, which have the time to explain the functions in more detail to you. So if you have time, please go to this information desk.
I might do that.
Questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we entered the posting. How do we transmit that to the cloud?
Yes, there are different possibilities. Yeah, you see at the top in this menu, you have two possibilities. The first one is the day-end closing, and the second one is the month-end closing. So if you don't want to wait until the end of the month before you transfer the data to your office or to the head office, you have the possibility to create a day-end closing, and all the vouchers which have been posted within WINPACCS Accounting are transferred to the WINPACCS Cloud. I will do this in a few minutes. At the end of a month, we are working with periods, 12 periods a year. You have to create a month-end closing. Yesterday we saw a preliminary month-end closing, another possibility. And within this month-end closing, you have to do a little more work. There are a lot of reports you have to create, and you also have to enter. This depends on your organization settings. For example, the balances. You have to check the balances of your petty cash or of your bank account. So for this moment, to make it short and easy, I'm just choosing the day-end closing. And you see, I already created two of them. I'm now creating another one with this last voucher, or this voucher we entered before. Yes, I really want to carry out the day-end closing, and yeah, I'm going to start it. And you see, there are some main informations. Here you see all the activities that are done during day-end closing, and then it is completed successfully. You see, just a few seconds. I'm clicking on the button OK. Then some reports will open. I'm not going through these reports now.
Okay.
It will take too much time, but it's a journal. Like there's a journal with all the vouchers. I'm closing the reports, and now the day-end closing is uploaded to the WINPACCS. To the WINPACCS Cloud, including the digital vouchers. You see on this, no, not here, excuse me, on the left side, no? Okay, you see, I'm moving to this point. You see the screen button.
Yeah.
If you have internet access, the screen button is shows you that you have internet access, and then the data is automatically uploaded to the WINPACCS Cloud.
So whenever it's another color, it doesn't upload, but
If-
whenever it's becoming green again, the
If it's red,
exchange
you are not
happens.
able to upload it. You will get a message, and if you have an internet connection and you open WINPACCS Accounting, this automatic data exchange will transfer the data automatically. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning, also the other data like the projects, journals, chart of accounts, and all the other things, budget, structure lines, they are automatically downloaded by this automatically data exchange and are available within WINPACCS Accounting. So if you create a new project within the WINPACCS Cloud and you release it, it will be available very soon in WINPACCS Accounting. I forgot to explain this.
That's okay. And now our controllers could see the day-end closing in the cloud, right?
Yeah, I just switch back to our project and the WINPACCS Cloud. The cloud, if you have access, could be opened by the head office or your field office, or it depends who is responsible for all this work. And there is a functional area or a functional group data packets, and you see this is the this one is the one. Is it
Let's see. Last posting on
project accounting? I just
no.
just select this one. Is it this? I'm not sure at the moment. No, excuse me. It doesn't matter. You see here all the day-end closings and the month-end closings, and it depends on your rules within your organization. You have to release them, or they are automatically released.
Okay, I can
and then
set the rules.
Yeah, if they are not released, you could see the postings and you could reject it, for example, a month-end closing, or you can release it, and then they are available within your project controlling. I think this was your question. Where is it? Here on the right side. This is the project controlling, and here you see all. Yes, I know. You know what's wrong?
No.
No.
No internet connection?
No, I'm in the false project.
Ah.
I'm sorry. I choose not 24101. I choose 24001, and I was in the wrong project. And this here it is. This is our day-end closing, which was uploaded today. Awesome. Excuse me. You get some messages. I think Andre explained it yesterday. If there's average rate deviation between more than 10%, I get a message from, and this is the case here, but it's okay, and then I have to can release and reject it. I release this closing. Yes, again, I get a message, and now it's available within the project controlling. Excuse me, I just choose the wrong project.
That actually is really, really good, because I assume this saves us a lot of time, the whole process of checking and rejecting and then importing into the controlling.
There's the voucher we entered before.
Yeah.
This printer with a lot of amount, and if I click on the button,
was just going to say
digital vouchers.
The digital voucher.
There the voucher is.
So you can also see it here.
Yeah,
that is really good.
It's very easy. And you have all the informations together.
That's awesome. Yeah. So now we're in controlling for one project. Do you also have controlling for all the projects together?
Yeah, these are the vouchers from project controlling, all the vouchers within your project. Your question was, are there is there a possibility of all projects? Yes, there is. There's a controlling. Now I'm returning back to the dashboard. This is the controlling, and there you see all vouchers of all projects you are assigned to, and you can create also reports or from here. And this will be very useful if the new function of programs and project groups are available here.
Really excited for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much, Dirk, for your time. I think I got a really good overview. I will use the time on the symposium now to learn more. And I also will use the website because I've seen you have a lot of information there also.
Yeah.
For example, on the user roles and all that stuff, because we didn't get into that now, but I think I can read that on the website.
You're welcome.
Or I'm going to ask.
Yeah,
That's
you're
also
welcome, Johannes. But the
Thank
next
you.
time, take more time. Yeah.
I will, yeah.
Okay.
3/4 hour is really short. Thank you so much.